Good morning, everyone. Today, I'd like to present about the faith and economy. As you know, the many of the African member, it is very tough to survive. How to make a living expense, how to make money for our living life. That is why we need to more research about how to make money. At the same time, if you just concentrate to make the money, you're going to be the animal of the money. So you need the balance with the true father's word. Even true father, as a messiah, true parents, why did he start the business, which is a Tongil Group, enterprise group in Korea? I'd like to introduce the true father's words, why he. First of all, I'd like to read the True Father's Cheonbumogyong, Book 10, Chapter 1, Section 2. Due to the human fall, the world was taken from God's dominion and placed under the Satan's dominion. That is, as a consequence of the fall, the realm of the heart, religion, and ownership that should have been centered on God changed to being centered on Satan. In the providence of the restoration, God has been working to reverse this dominion. True parents came to bring closer to all aspects of the providence. As the condition to complete the restoration of all material things under the Satan's dominion, bring them back to God's dominion. The true parents institute the total living offer. True parents specified that to fulfill the total living offering, each single member or each family have to make the condition of offering in their own name as a designated portion of their asset to heaven. They emphasize the importance of this offering as a foundation to substantiate God's kingdom on earth. They also said that this condition is even more important than an individual absolute faith because it set a condition for all eternity. So Father emphasized total living offering and economic equalization. As you know, because of the fall, Satan dominion all the things on earth. That is why our fathers have to restore the all things. So our ancestor, who is a fallen ancestor, we inherited such a fallen nature, and then we make our own business. It is also belong to the Satan's dominion. That is why, as a condition of our heavenly people, which is the blessed family, need to total living offering. What you have asset, what you have as some property of the owning. Conditionally, you just offer all your asset to true parents, to the God side, and then you return back to all assets. This is a given receiving actions. Then God will more blessing. This condition should be due before we go to the spiritual war. That is why in Korea, most of the our blessed family, they conducted this offering, total living offering ceremony. So 천부모경, Book 10, Chapter 1, Section 2. The rich people should willingly pay 70% of their income in tax, and poor people should willingly pay 30% in tax. This will make the balance then there is no one to complain. Christianity developed it by accepting tithe, 10% of the people income. But the next step is to offer 30% of the income. In order to save the world, rich people should set aside a fund in the bank account that can be used to build the facility in underdeveloped region in Africa. Yeah, Father clearly talk about the rich people. They more donate from their incoming 70%, but poor people only the 30% that they donate. With such a big amount of some fund that the government manage and then set up the social welfare system for the poor people, for the homeless people, and unemployed people. This is the ideal society. So this is clear. We have to understand before we starting the business. As you know, as you can see the left side, there is a some system of the machine for the vehicle. Some label, he set up the vehicle, some field. But in the developing of the scientific civilization, the many of the CEO of business, they change the system from the labor of the worker in the factory to the robot system of the factory. Then the business CEO, it is easy to manage of the company by the robot system because of the CEO, they're very headache about the labor unions in their factory. So that is why they want to use a robot to system-wise in their company. In the Hyundai company also in Korea, very famous. They are now substitute from the labor work to the robot. Now 60% robot take over this job from the human being. So human being, we are going to lose our job gradually. AI, artificial intelligence, robot. Also, they are going to use many of the computer job, many of the automatic, system of the stock investments or some bank accounting. So many jobs that will take out from the human being. So where we are going, where human being going, where human being have to do? This is a big question. So that is why your father mentioned about the heavy industrialized. So later I will explain about this, how we are living with a labor, heavy industrialized. So this is the true father's word. As you can see, under the agriculture industrialized. This is finally we have to go to the working on their job of the owners. When they are losing job because of the robot system, they occupied all the human, the industrialized. This is also to parents' word, as you can see. Father mentioned about economic equalization and vast nation. I will read this father's words. The ultimate goal of the religion is to create one family under God, where everyone will live free from the discrimination. True parents established many companies and developed marine resources in order to save the people from the starvation by promoting the equalization of the wealth and technology. They have been striving to create an environment where all nations of the world can live in prosperity. True parents have been emphasized that the way to achieve the equalization of the wealth is for the rich people to share their wealth with those who are in need, and for the wealthy nation to help improve impoverished nation. In this way, we can create the world based on true love, which manifested the idea of the interdependence, mutual prosperity, and then universally shared value. Their teaching is that building such a world where God's will is fulfilled is the way to achieve the ultimate social justice. Hence, throughout their lives, they have poured out their heart, soul, and resource for the establishment of the God's nation on earth, the kingdom of God on earth, where all people living in happiness. Your father mentioned about clearly, ultimate goal of our religious activity should be equalization under God, not only the economically, but also technology, but also value life of the on earth. That is why two parents started the enterprise department under our providential activity. That is why as rich people and rich nation, they are supposed to be shared their wealthy to the poor people, undeveloped nation. So this is God's ultimate goal. So in order to fulfill God's will of the providence through parents, he developed enterprise of Tongil Group. And then he shared Tongil Group, the technology to the third nation. This is very important. So thank you for attending my first lecture. Continuously, I'm going to present the second lecture. I will come back soon. Thank you.